What's up, everybody? Upfront Tony here from Upfront MMA YouTube. It is good to see you. I wouldn't want to be you. Either way, today is Black Friday, and I'm not being racist, the day after Thanksgiving, and we are going to talk about the MMA news that has been unfolding like my laundry since yesterday. Okay, so without further ado, let's take it over to my man, MMA Zone, who I really appreciate every single day when I go to wake up as MMA Zone or MMA Talk or one of the guys, and they got all the news prepped out for me. All I got to do is hit the play button, turn on the microphone, spit and then call it a day, kid. Call it a day. All right, let's get down to it. To business.
New UFC 324 fights that were announced during the NFL halftime show. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on this video.
Damn, man, I was just getting ready to look and you put up the big old thumb. I was like, all right, let me read this.
To help support the channel. For those of you that missed, we don't blame you. It was a very late up.
There it is. What do we got here? What do we got? UFC 324. Gaethje versus Pimblett. Harrison versus Nunes. O'Malley versus Song. Cortez Acosta versus Lewis, and Allen versus Silva. I mean, guys, they're coming out strong in 2026 with the UFC. Matter of fact, I just made my Paramount Plus subscription. I cannot believe it. I don't like that they're doing UFCs early now at 9 p.m. for the main cards, but I do like that I can have the UFC with me in my pocket, nice and easy with Paramount Plus. It's difficult to get Streamlabs. I'm sorry, it's difficult to get Stream East into your pot. Wait, what? I'm just kidding around and shit. I would never. How dare you even insinuate?
Upload. Anyways, Dana White revealed that Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje will be fighting for the interim lightweight title.
Obviously, you just saw
Paddy Pimblett fighting for a title in the UFC.
Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. Earlier, Topuria posted, I'm dealing with some personal problems, so I'm not gonna fight.
Man, when the UFC likes you, man, there ain't nothing that nothing will stand in their way. And if they don't like you, you in big trouble, bro. Look at Muhammad Makhachev.
First quarter, so the winner of Gaethje versus Paddy will be the interim title, and then they will face Topuria.
This is confusing considering multiple. One, Justin Gaethje has been threatening the UFC, saying he'll only take a title shot next.
I told you guys yesterday that this is what they're doing. They're making everybody happy. Ilia, here's a bunch of money. Just sit the hell out for a minute. Let's make Justin happy. We'll give him a title fight. Even though Arman deserves it, we'll give Paddy a title fight too. Just to shut him up, man. Just to shut him up. Meanwhile, everybody gets what they want. The fans get to see all the different fights. The UFC gets to double down on all the different fights and amounts of money that they're going to make. So everybody's just going to have to deal with it.
But we're guessing he was cool with the interim title too. Also, where does this leave Arman Tsarukyan, the number one contender in the division? Seriously, Arman was ranked number 1 prior to his recent win, and then put on a dominating performance at Qatar that still didn't get him a title shot.
Hey, look, he's got to get to 0.5, brother. That's just the only way it is. And if he plays around, he got to get to 0.25.
Dana does not like Arman for pulling out of UFC 311. Anyways, Arman reacted to the whole situation on X, writing, "Make it make sense." Honestly, you have to feel bad for him because now he has to fight another opponent while being ranked number 1 again. Not only that, if Ilia Topuria does come back around spring 2026 like he mentioned, he's
got to fight the interim.
Fall of 2026. Can Arman wait nearly?
You know what I'm saying? So when he comes back, he's got to fight the interim guy first. Arman, I guess you're still young. Don't worry about it.
A year for this whole situation to play out. Ariel
Forget
Helwani
about
also
it.
went off on the whole idea of Arman getting passed up for the interim title during his YouTube video.
An interim title fight, by the way, that does not feature a number 1 contender, because the number 1 contender at 155 pounds is a guy named Arman Tsarukyan, and he's not involved in this fight. And of course, the champion Ilia Topuria is not involved in this fight. This is a makeshift fight. This is as prestigious as a BMF title. God bless. I said I wanted to see
Hey.
Paddy fight for the belt. God bless. I said, Justin, I think you need to win a couple more. He said he was going to retire unless he got a title fight. I guess he's not retiring. He's fighting for an interim title. But this is a bogus fight, and it's insane to me that it is headlining over Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes.
As for Paddy the Baddy, he's been having
I don't really care that it's above Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison. It's all marketing. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, the UFC is going with the money and the marketing.
a field day with this news, considering the ongoing feud between him and Arman. As soon as Dana announced the news, Paddy posted a video on Instagram hyping up the fight, and in the middle of the video, he had a picture of Arman. And then he went on X and wrote the following message to Arman. You like apples? It looks like Paddy's going to have support from Conor McGregor as he reacted to the fight by writing, "Come on, Paddy." John Jones fires back at Daniel Cormier again. Yesterday, we reported that John Jones responded to DC in a video where he projected his comments about being without friends and family on Thanksgiving and wanted to say he loves everyone who is without friends or
Which I do agree with. Like, why the hell ain't you with your family? But I'm not going to go to your Instagram page and say it. That's a
family
little
on the
weird.
holiday. Well, again last night, John
Like, why the hell are you Daniel Cormier on John Jones's Instagram feed on Thanksgiving Day and not with your family?
responded directly to DC in a video where he sang a song about him living in a rent-free mansion in Daniel's head. He also went on Twitter calling out DC, writing, "Imagine a man getting his kicked, and years later, he's still pondering how I spend my holidays. Brother, that's not a concern. That's a long-term rental, utilities included. Looks like this might have reignited the beef
You can't laugh at your own punchline and shit. Be like, you see that punchline I did? Look at that, see? Here it is in caption for you there.
between the two, but most likely DC will come out tomorrow and react by saying that he was wrong and he should not have concerned himself with John's actions on the holiday."
Oh, man, we got people predicting DC's reactions now.
UFC updates.
DC, like the biatch he is, he probably just gonna come out and kiss ass.
It was reported yesterday by
He's gonna lick a boot or two and he'll be all right.
Dave Meltzer that the UFC will be starting its pay-per-views 1 hour earlier than before.
Yeah, I
under the
mean,
new
I know likey this. I know like.
deal because Paramount wants to capitalize
I like it late. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a late person.
on the East Coast viewership as much as possible. He posted on Twitter writing, UFC will be starting pay-per-views 1 hour earlier starting in 2026, 9 p.m. Eastern. Paramount wants maximum viewership on the East Coast. The later start time was because West Coast sports bars thought 6 p.m. was too early for their business. Damon Martin also posted the official start times for UFC 324 prelims and main
Oh, well, now there is no more bar business. That makes sense. What are the bars doing now? Closing.
card. As we just reported, the start time for the main event will be 9 p.m. Eastern.
This new generation, they don't drink. You're gonna look up the statistics or something. They don't, like, if 1 billion of us was drinking, maybe a million of them drink, or like 10 million. But it's a very small fraction.
Time, and the prelims will start at 7 p.m. Eastern, with the early prelims starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're a hardcore fan and watch all the way from the beginning, be ready to start an hour earlier. It was also reported by Marcel Dorff that Atiba Gaethje will take on Andre Pulev at UFC 324. Gaethje is 4-0 in the UFC, all of his wins coming KO or TKO. His most recent win at UFC 320 over Tristan Vines.
Telling you, he's another one. He's another one like Michael Morales. Just keep an eye on him.
Where he won by TKO in the first round. Pulev is 2-1 in the UFC, his most recent fight being a win over Nick Klein, where he beat him by TKO from body kicks in round.
This is the kind of fight that you want to bet on with my sponsor, RainBet.com. This is going to be an easy money one right here. Mr. Beard guy, he ain't going to fare so well against Gauthier. He's even got a French name.
2. This is an interesting matchup for the up-and-comers of the middleweight division. Alex Pereira also posted another cryptic picture on Instagram, showing him with 2 UFC belts and the caption that says, 2 + 1 = 3. Shama. Fans are speculating that he's hinting that he is moving up to heavyweight.
Nah, he was learning English. Now he's learning math. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? He'll be with 3 + 1 tomorrow.
To claim a belt in 3 divisions. But the issue here is that John Jones has been calling him out to the White House. But in order for Alex to claim the 3rd title, he would have to fight the winner of the Aspinall vs. Gane rematch. So only time will tell what he means by this caption, 2 + 1 = 3. Dana.
I wonder whatever he means. I wonder. 2 + 1 with 2 belts in front of him. Process of deduction.
White receives backlash for UFC fight. Earlier in the video, we mentioned the whole Arman Tsarukyan situation.
The whole
but
thing.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the only controversial fight the UFC made according to the community. We also reported yesterday that UFC 325 will be 1 week after UFC 324. With that news, Dana also revealed that Alexander Volkanovski will be rematching Diego Lopez for the featherweight title. The two first fought
Bruh, like I said, when the UFC likes you, ain't nothing gonna stop you. If they don't like you, you ain't getting nowhere. Diego Lopez lost a championship fight, and they're like, rematch! Yeah, like I said, if I was Volk, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, you just give him the belt, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna have to fight him until he wins. He didn't win? Well, try it again in another 4 months. Another 4 months, try again. Hey, damn. I'll sell you the belt.
earlier this year in April. Since then, Lopez picked up a big win over Jean Silva, and Volk was sidelined. After Dana made the announcement, the MMA community was not happy with this matchmaking. Why is everyone mad, you may be wondering? Well, it's because a lot of people felt Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev deserved to fight for the title, considering we already watched Lopez fight Volk. After the
Right.
Lerone Murphy
Crazy.
reacted on X, writing, "Missing the opportunity to fight one of featherweight's GOATs is what hurts me the most. It's not about who's the best anymore. It's about who's most popular." Former UFC fighter Cub Swanson reacted to Murphy's comments, saying it's always been like that in the UFC. It's just fighters don't notice until it happens to them.
Yeah,
Movsar
this
Evloev
a little bit blatant. I've been around. This is real blatant.
went on X and wrote the following message to Murphy. "Lerone Murphy, I will give you the opportunity to fight the #1 contender. Tell your people you're ready to fight me on the same card as the championship."
You spelled your wrong.
And randomly, Murphy took shots at Evloev following these comments. Apparently, Murphy knocked out Evloev in training, or something along those lines, and has been teasing this video for some time.
Bro, you could put out like a that could be anybody anywhere. You could have found 2 other anybody's anywhere that look a little bit closer.
Well, he posted a screenshot from that video with the following message. "Since the guy wants to be disrespectful, I shall share some content with you guys. Never forget." So yeah, all of that happened after the news dropped between Murphy and Evloev. But anyways, back to the main topic.
That is, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it was, yeah, it could be fake. Building hype. Yeah, look at this picture I got. You know what I'm saying? No, that's us. No, seriously. I know he's from the middle of Russia and I'm in England. But yeah, that's us. We trained together. Good times. We were also in Vietnam together in the same foxhole.
After the Lopez fight was announced, many people were not happy with Dana White and the UFC for this booking. Here were some reactions. "I agree with Lerone. Even if I didn't get it, him and Movsar for sure should have been the guy.
Movsar?
Got passed over by Lopez once.
Where the hell the goddamn Movsar at? Movsar, are you out there picking eggs? Or are you out there cutting the grass? Goddamn Movsar. Or are you picking potatoes?
And he gets another opportunity for gold, LOL. Fair play to Lopez, but you can see why guys start to lose love for the game. Cold world. It's sad to see, especially as athletes that work so damn hard and not knowing if you'll be enough to get your rightful opportunities. All I ask is that the fans let their voices be heard. Again, I don't blame Lopez for taking it, just like the first title fight, but it's and has no respect for the rankings or merit of earning your keep. They tried to
Rankings.
deny Marab, and now they love him. Give guys a chance because you never know what they be. It's 110% not what it used to be. I ride for the company, but this issue is beyond frustrating. I get their point of view, but stop saying we give the fans the fights that they want to see, and we make the best fights the best. It's way more frequent now, and extremely hard to ignore, especially at your weight class. I have no clue what UFC is doing anymore. They booked Paddy versus Gaethje just to make sure Arman doesn't sniff a title shot until 2027. Then they announced Lopez versus Volk to block Lerone Murphy or Movsar Evloev from getting their shot. The matchmaking is
That's year #1 with a brand new company. They ain't playing. What you think they're gonna come out and not make Paramount some money back of that $7 billion? Yeah. If they got a robot that's like flashy and shiny, they'll put it up against Tom Aspinall in 3 seconds ahead of the whole damn division.
straight sabotage. What the Volk hasn't fought since Diego has only one fight, and sure, it was a good performance, but Silva was like number 11. Genuinely doesn't make sense, especially considering the first fight wasn't even that close. Dude, this might legitimately be the worst title shot in UFC history, a completely fraudulent rematch. But guess is, this is Volk's retirement, and they want to send him out on a win.
how can you say fraudulent? You know, like, you don't own nothing. You don't own none of the business. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment, sports entertainment. You know, fraud.
Only thing that
That's like going to WWE Raw and you're like, man, this is some bullshit.
makes sense to me. Don't often get vexed by fight matchups, but Volk versus Lopez 2 is the most obvious example of you weren't supposed to win last time, do it again I've ever seen. They're trying to set up a
That's
post-Volk
wild.
camp that's fun, and Lopez is all they seemingly got. Shameless. Two undefeated contenders, but let's
The only thing Diego got is he run around a lot and he got the crazy haircut. That's it. You want to make it in that division, just grow your hair funny.
go with the guy that Volk just beat. Pathetic, lazy matchmaking. I'll tune in, but zero anticipation for this one. Do better, UFC.
I'm going to watch. You know what I'm saying? This is a bunch of crap, man. I'm still going to watch. But this is BS. I don't appreciate it, but I'll be there.
See, now this right here is an absolute disgrace. They just hoping one of the greatest of all time gets knocked out or something. I like Diego, but he just got outclassed by Volk for 25 minutes. Yes, great win over Silva, but that doesn't really mean get thrown in for the rematch like this.
No doubt.
What did Volk do, man, to be treated like this? It should have been Lerone versus Movsar, who are on win streak.
Well, what do you mean? That's doing Volk good. Shoot. You want to put him up against Movsar or Lerone? Shit, give him somebody already beat. They hooking Volk up.
And haven't fought for the title yet.
This is a gift.
Big I like Diego, but this makes no sense to me whatsoever. Both literally just fought. Are UFC that desperate for Diego to be champ that they'll keep rematching him until he wins? What about Movsar and Lerone? A new matchup would have been much more interesting. Look at the UFC making fights that nobody wants to see. Nobody looked at that 4-1 decision and thought, I want to see that one again. And nobody looked at Paddy Pimblett and Justin the Duck Gaethje and thought, yeah, let's make that an interim title fight. Number one contender is Arman.
Well, next thing you know, we got Drickus Duplessis. We got immediate rematch against Khamzat.
Abysmal dog for a guy who got 50-45 to be granted an immediate title shot. Just terrible in every single way, pretty much. Murphy would have been excellent here. Evloev would have been deserving. Abhorrent decision-making. The hardcore fans will get tired of watching number one contenders getting passed over and stop watching. One win gets you a second title fight in a division with two undefeated contenders. With multiple ranked wins, makes no sense. If this wasn't on Paramount Plus, I wouldn't bother watching. They made Volk sit out 10 months.
That was like a representative from Paramount Plus and shit. They're like, if this wasn't for Paramount Plus, wouldn't even be watching. A Paramount Plus loyalist in this motherfucker.
Just to have him verse the guy he beat again. What is this matchmaking? We literally just saw Volk fight Lopez, and he won convincingly. Volk is older and won't be around for much longer. He can't be wasting his time in rematches. He should be fighting fresh contenders like Murphy. Murphy versus Movsar is the fight to make now, since this rematch is happening. This is a type of title fight that will make people question Volk's legacy in 10 years, LMAO. Bro is so overrated. All his title fights are rematches or fighting washed old the Korean Zombie and mid Ortega. Volk reacted to the backlash online during a YouTube video. Volk said that he feels like Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy deserve the title
Like, you forget like Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria.
shot more, but the UFC decided to give it to Lopez.
It was a bit in it.
Islam Makhachev. This guy sucks. Are you kidding me? Who the hell was that? Was that Diego Lopez's aunt or something in that saying that shit?
A bit of work involved. Obviously, we all know that I wanted to fight earlier. I wanted, I thought it was going to be December.
I wanted December.
UFC, and they were waiting for Jean Silva and Lopez. Then
Yeah, I kind of wanted December. Yeah.
they were saying Lopez, and we're like, obviously we're like, we just fought that guy. Is there more deserving people, whatnot? But everybody knows that I'll fight anyone, right? So whoever they put in front of me, I'll do. But then it was looking like it wasn't going to happen. But then it did happen, which was great. Again, I thought, it was a Movsar deserving, Lerone Murphy. I thought they were the two guys. They're the guys I called out. UFC really want Lopez. At least everyone knows they're in for a treat. With your Movsars and Lerones, they're probably, they're more deserving. But are they going to bring a fight like Lopez would? I think the fans are going to appreciate the fight that me and Lopez are going to have.
MMA community goes off on Ilia Topuria for being fake. Yesterday, it was announced that Cristiano Ronaldo is a shareholder in Way of Warrior FC, which is an MMA organization that...
How dare Ilia take money from a super rich guy? Fake ass. You know what I'm saying?
Ilia Topuria is a part owner of. Well, Ilia welcomed Ronaldo on Twitter by writing, "Welcome to the family, Cristiano." Now, while all this seems fine on surface level, fans dug up an old clip of Ilia basically saying that as long as Messi exists, then it's, quote, Ronaldo. In the interview, Ilia said, "The person I'm going to..."
That's all I gotta say, my friend. Oh, for the audio people only, I was doing the Italian thing, like give me the money or whatever it is.
invite personally is Messi because he lives in
No, the Italian thing's kind of like this. Like, what are you talking about? Similar, different.
Miami. So Cristiano as long as Messi exists. This caused the MMA community to go off and call Ilia out for being fake, only supporting
The community is not happy about this. The community not happy.
people, and it's no different now for Ilia. Here's what they had to say. It's true when they say money changes people. You see how Ilia is on his best behavior as soon as Ronaldo put money in his pocket. Give him a break, bro. He's a McGregor cheap copy. Remember that Ilia is a Valencia fan and that had interviews before he became famous and just switched to Madrid for clout. Definition of a hypocrite. This guy. Nothing worse than a lame who's got jokes to tell but then want...
Yeesh. You get one business partner and like, this guy, this piece of whole family, them, and his whole future generation. I hope he falls off a cliff or something.
Want to turn around and start begging it for clout. Shake my head. He's turned the people who applauded his talk into clowns. You disrespected him in favor of Messi? Now you're his mate because he's investing money. We don't know you, buddy. Cristiano Ronaldo always has the last laugh.
That was a good one. Oh, man. All right, turn off whatever the damn noise is. What the hell is that noise? Enough with the noise.
What's
Man.
up?
Whoa, I ain't saying,
enemies
no, we is not. No, we are not. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to this screen. Welcome back. Hey, what the fuck? I've been here the whole time. Shit. I ain't going nowhere to be welcome back. Anyway, that's it for the news of Black Friday. Not being racist. Day after Thanksgiving, November the 28th. Is it the 27th? No, it's the 28th. I was right. Just checking. I don't want to mess nobody up and be like, yo, oh shit, we get the days wrong. It's my culpa. Go to rainbet.com. Great sponsor, great people, wonderful. They give me all kinds of good picks that I share with you. Everybody makes money. Everybody's happy. They literally give you free money. I promise you. If they don't give you free money every day, my name ain't Upfront Tony. Okay? And if they don't give it to you, I'll give you free money every day. How about that? So, like, share, subscribe. May Allah bless you. May Jesus save you. May Buddha give you all the information you've been looking for. May the Hindu guy keep you from turning blue like he did. And in the Lord's name we pray. Das Vidanya.